Hello. Good morning. You're carried. Bro, you got carried. What does that mean? What does this word even mean? When you're carried, are you bad? Do you not deserve the win? Do you not deserve the LP because you didn't put in the work that everyone else did? Did you not get enough kills? Did you not participate in the game enough? These are questions that I have. A lot of times in Valorant, people get upset, and I think this varies on region to region, but they get upset whenever you say, okay, I use lineups, I make it to where I win games, I get 100% wins on these rounds. There's nothing you can do about it, no counterplay. No counterplay. Okay. Well, that person got carried. They got carried by their lineups. They got carried by their abilities. They didn't even interact. We didn't even get to play the game. But are they carried? Does game knowledge take away the validity of your win? With Karma, so I get off-rolled middle. I used to play jungle and middle as a secondary, but I've been playing middle more recently because I've been copying Magi Felix's Locket Karma mid with Airy and Teleport. Am I carried? Is Magi Felix carried? He's like 1,500 LP. I don't know what the number is, but he's high challenger in Europe. But is he carried? Does he deserve those wins? I heard another top laner once say that people that play Karma and things like this sell their soul for LP. And I thought that was really funny, but at the same time, I think he's got a point. But I don't think that really describes what's going on here. When you sell your soul for LP, does that mean that you're decreasing skill expression and increasing chance to win? Are you decreasing variance in your games, but also taking the easy road out? Viktor Frankl, and hang on here, this is going to be a bit of a stretch. Viktor Frankl says in his book about his time in Auschwitz, he says, suffering is necessary for life. There is a necessary amount of suffering. But any unnecessary amount of suffering is just masochism. So why would you make the game harder for yourself when it doesn't have to be? Why would you go through unnecessary skill expression? I'm going to play, Lucian every... that's not a really good example. But I would play extremely difficult champions, or even champions you don't know how to play, just in order to feel good about the games that you win. Is there a way that you can feel good about the games you win based on other metrics? Is not dying or not feeding or being carryable a good metric? Do you ever feel guilty for playing things like tanks and Karma and easy champions? Well, why would I feel guilty about playing the game? There's a bajillion champs in here and everyone can pick something. And if they pick something that's extremely difficult or not meta, does that make them edgy? Does that make them cool? Are they carried? I guess not. But how do we figure this out? How do we assess ourselves on this metric? Well, skill expression can be in many different ways. If you are extremely, button-pressing champion or person, that is awesome. You can do a lot of high APM combos. You can be fast. You can carry. But if you're a brain player, if you're playing with your head and not your hands, there's validity in that. Especially for someone who is off-rolled. If you're ever in a situation where you're playing a lane that you're not familiar with, or if you are playing, a champion you're not familiar with, or even if you are just in a bad matchup, being carryable is actually a skill. Being able to absorb pressure, take ganks, burn summoner spells without risking giving them kills, assists, gold unnecessarily, moving around the map, helping your team without feeding your lane even though they picked a broken-ass samurai. These are all skills that you need to consider whenever you're playing this game. So don't let anyone tell you that you're carried. Just focus on your play, try to do the best you can, and improve even if you're in a bad situation. All right, guys, good luck this weekend.